Welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's Chuck, and I'll be honest, I couldn't wait to get back here and just doing the Daily Homes episodes. I'm very excited. You haven't missed much, to be honest. I went back 2 weeks, and there was only 8 properties that really came up that sort of listed from the time even before Christmas up till now. So I'm going to get you caught up, and then starting tomorrow, we're going to start to see probably more and more listings come out. We usually in the first week of January see that little push coming off the new year. So the first one up is 341 Wilson, number 17, and it's at 249.9. And there's no inside pictures. It is high for that particular complex. It says over here 0 washrooms, which obviously is not true. Sometimes what happens is when it's transferred from the Oakville Real Estate Board to the Toronto Board, which is what I use mostly for my searches, some of the data fields don't transfer very well. Same thing happens when both of those boards send stuff to mls.ca. Same kind of thing happens. So this one here probably has 2 bathrooms, I would guess. If you look in the room sizes, you can often find those. Now, the big caution that I would have for this one is it has electric baseboard heating, which isn't always the preferred choice for heating. It's going to cost you more if you don't monitor those baseboards. If you let them run 24/7, your bills are at least double what they'd be with gas. So you have to monitor. You got to know if you're going into that room. Let's change the setting and let's sort of warm up that room before we go in. So that to me, again, price seems high. No photos, and you've got that yellow flag. It's going to be a tough one to sell as is. If it looks good inside, they have a chance. Now, Scott Boulevard is at 370, and it's a 3-bedroom, 4-washroom. Very unique opportunity with this one because it's one of the Mattamy 3-story homes, and it has a double car garage in the back. So there's no backyard. So if you're looking for a backyard, you may want to skip ahead 30 seconds. But there's a balcony above the double garage. And what's interesting about this one that I really like, this particular model, it's an Ashfield model, and so they have a bedroom on the main level, and it has a 3-piece ensuite, and sometimes they have a little kitchenette set up. So if you have an older relative that's living with you, you have an opportunity here to potentially have them live on the main floor with windows above ground, which is a huge thing. And then second and third levels have the dining room, kitchen, the living room, and then the bedrooms obviously upstairs. So this one has it is good for someone who might have older people staying with them, or just an occasional visitor too. Sometimes like an older son or daughter that stays once in a while. So Seller's Path is at 379. It's the next one, and it's a townhouse. And you kind of go, okay, well that's a little high for a townhouse. It's 1682 square feet. It's a Linwell end with a finished basement. To me, this is the Chuck pick of the day. Gorgeous stuff inside, undermounted sink, you've got granite countertops, and it's a good solid layout. This one has a nice big family room, a couple pot lights just over the couch, and there's the open concept design here. The basement looks really, really good. You get a glass door on the shower there, and everything is just put together well. So I think this one's going to show 10 out of 10. Seller's Path, this part of Seller's Path, it's kind of in the middle. It's not too close to Derry, which is good. You've got good walking access. You could walk to No Frills, walk to Rexall, walk to Tim Hortons. So it's actually pretty, I guess if you don't have a car, it's still pretty friendly for you. So 379, I think this one's going to go for sure. March possession is what they're looking for. Bar Crescent is at 389.9, and it's a semi-detached, about 1,900 square feet, no finished basement, and Bar is really close to the Hawthorne Village Public School. The floors are a little bit of a lighter hardwood. I don't know if I would have put that Christmas tree in because it really dates the listing. If it's 30 days from now, you can immediately tell when it was obviously listed. So, and actually, if you want to see even more, it's dated December 22nd, 2010. So you want to be careful when you date listings a little bit too much, just in case they stick around a little too long and people say what's wrong. Inside, they've got the green apple power. It's a good solid layout for the home. I'm not super thrilled on the price. I think that there's some pretty heavy competition when you start getting close to 4. But overall, I think it's a pretty good listing, and semi-detached is obviously pretty good too. So Millside is, now this is a real interesting one. It's called the Skysweet. So it's one of those top two levels right here. And so at $399, nothing's ever sold in this building for that sort of price range. There was one that was listed last year, probably a year ago, maybe a bit longer, and not in this price category. So 2 bedrooms plus 1 den, and you've got 3 bathrooms in this one here too. So it's more of a retirement style building. That gas fireplace apparently is metered separately. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it's not included in the condo fees, which are $771 too. It's a 1,600 square foot suite. It's really big. Living dining right there. There's the kitchen. You've got the master ensuite. And there's the den right there. You can see how small it is. Good for a computer room too. And then you have 2 full bedrooms. Now, this is, I believe, looking over Millside. If I'm not mistaken, that's a southwest view. And so you'd get some of the escarpment stuff here. You might even see Mill Pond just off to the side there. But it's a little hard to tell. The photo is really zoomed out. May 3rd is the possession they're looking for. It's a little bit early to list a condo if you're looking for May 3rd possession. But I think the window of people that would be able to do 400,000 plus 771 a month plus taxes, it might be a bit of a niche buyer here too. So I have no doubt the value's there. I just think that it's not affordable for every person who's basically in the retirement phase of their life. Condo fees include everything except the taxes, and well, it says central air, but technically that's part of the deal when you get the hydro and everything else in this unit. So you wouldn't have to pay for central air. Hepburn is at $439.9, and it's a Thistle Bay 2237 square feet, and I mean it's okay inside. That's all I have to say. So when you walk in the front, living room here, you've got a dining room just off to the side, and they put a couple chairs in the dining room, and then they kind of put the dining room in the family room, and I'll show you that. So there's a second fridge just over here. You got to take that stuff out when you list a home, you know. There's the dining table here. You see another shot right there. So they've kind of mixed the rooms up. I'd like to see almost this table go somewhere else and then put that other couch just over here. Overall, it doesn't show that well. It's a great layout. If it had a second garage, it would be basically like a second garage space. It would be a perfect house. Big ensuite in this one, glass shower. For the size and the price range, it's not bad. I just don't think it's going to show very well, which can limit your possibilities too with people that aren't able to see past what they're seeing in the home. Not a lot of upgrades inside. The 9-foot ceilings are an absolute must in this model, and they've got the wood stairs with the iron pickets too. Child's Drive is 509.5, and it says a 5-bedroom, and again, 0 washrooms is not true, but it's a 4-bedroom upstairs plus 1 in the basement, double car garage, 50 by 120 foot lot. Got some granite counters in the kitchen, backsplash. So they've done some work in here too. Almost looks like an IKEA kitchen, which is not a jab. I mean, IKEA makes good kitchens for the money. Crown moldings. You've got some wainscoting here too. Hardwood floors, and the whole place is really well put together. The basement, again, the wood siding dates it a little bit, but I think you could even put like a wood burning stove right here, or even a gas fireplace or something. You could probably do that pretty simply. And there's a little kitchenette. So again, if you've got relatives that want to stay downstairs, you've got a bedroom and a kitchen already set up. No shots of the yard, which I'd like to see, because on a 50 by 120 you'd have a good piece of land. So it's less than 2,500 square feet. They've done the kitchen, the hardwood, the windows, the carpeting, the furnace, the air conditioning. I want to see how old the roof is, but it looks overall like it's been kept very well, and I think that price is probably where they need to be. Now Dublin is the last one for today, and it's at $579.9. It's a realtor selling this too, and she's a great lady, but this is on about 3/4 of an acre, and it's a really neat place where this one is, because you've got Campbellville Road, so you've got Regional Road 25, which is Ontario Street, Martin Street. There's a little fast food alley. Fast food alley is just over here, and so really within a couple minutes off the highway, you can get back to your house. When they put the Tremaine exit, it's going to have good access. You get great sunsets from here because you're really facing west, and so you've got the escarpment to the right, you've got the escarpment to the left if you're looking west, and then the sunset right through there. It really is pretty nice. So they've done the stucco on the outside. There's a bit of a shot of the backyard, and even seeing a bit of a sunset through there too. That was kind of clever how they did that. Lots of parking, and I don't know if maybe they're just getting these replaced or something, but it's kind of interesting that they didn't put the doors on there, and this one over here too. But it's a great kitchen. It looks like a real entertainer's kitchen. Really good kitchen for cooking, and so you've got the fireplace here. Not sure what this is. If it's the family room, it looks like there's a walkout balcony, perhaps from the second floor, but it's probably main level. And the laundry room looks good. Parquet floor in the master, and finished basement too. Now, it's for the lot. I think overall they've done a good job pricing this one. Immediate possession, so they're looking for a nice quick closing if possible. Part of the roof's been replaced. 70 feet of foundation waterproofed. I'd want to ask questions. What was the reason for that? If it was just preventative or what the deal was. But I think overall, for the amount of size it looks like in the home, 4-bedroom, 3-washroom, the finishes, where it is in relation to Milton, it's in a good zone. I think they did a great job. So it's nice to see when realtors price their homes according to market value, according to realistic numbers and all the rest of it. So that is our list for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're back for good now, and have a great day. Bye for now.